Hey guys, I'm going to start utilizing the video because a lot of scammers out there, and it's like facial recognition in terms of the videos and the content provided. So I want to make sure that everyone who's following my business is protected, so you can hear the sound of my voice and obviously see my face. So when someone like me contacts you, you can confirm that it's me by just asking for a voice note or just matching up the photos in the profile. All right, so into yesterday's markets, just to see how we did with the MTOPS Criterion. MTOPS Criterion gave us a score of 61%. We were sitting at the price action looking like that. And if we go a little bit forward into the video, you'll see that the MTOPS Criterion gave us permission to get in. So let's just give a second to get into the next screen. What's really good about this, guys, is that everything is dated and it's all recorded by a third-party program. So there's no way. So 23 hours ago, this was issued. So if anyone's worrying about being scammed, don't feel that way. This is all genuine stuff. We've got a good thing going for us. Okay, cool. So 61%, as you saw over there, was yesterday's MTOPS Criterion score. And today we've got a beautiful 53% profit in under 9 hours. Another thing I'm very proud of at the moment is since we started the video series a few days ago, I think we started 4 days ago, you've been able to track exactly how we're getting to our profits, and all the information's here, but right now we're sitting with over 200% profit and 0% losses. That's very important because consistency is key, and also measurable results are key as well. So I'm just going to take this back to the 7-day chart. And this will get us into the swing of today's market update and also the MTOPS Criterion score. So as you can see, price has been bouncing around in this candle here on the 7-day, so it's very difficult to depict what's happening right now. It hasn't really found any support or resistance. It's just hanging up in the air there, and we wanted to at least find a little bit of confluence with one of these lines. I think what it's trying to do is trying to migrate over to one of the fan lines. So we're going to leave it at that for now, as a bit of a question mark. I don't feel confidence in what I see over there. And again, over here, I think we're just buying some time across for it to come across to one of these GAN fan lines. The GAN fan, if you're not aware of it, you can find it on the left-hand panel. And as you'll see, it's one of these lines that pretty much indicates where price is going to move along. This kind of GAN work is very important because it brings in global consciousness and how they coincide into a price action, aka onto a chart. This is super powerful studies. If you guys are more intellectual than most, then please get a hold of me on the chat. Let's have a conversation about my findings here, because this stuff is super powerful. So where we're looking right now, you're sitting at another question mark. I don't like what I see, so we're going to leave it at that for now. We have some bouncing action within the environment of the scan square. As you can see, it's coming neatly down there and again down there, and it feels like there could be some confluence to the upside, some movement to the upside rather, something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the case or not, but let's just leave it at it where it is right now. So from a market perspective on the Kelly Criterion, I'm going to give it a 1. Actually, no, I want to bring it down to a 0, because although we are suspicious that we are in an overall downtrend, I'm not entirely sure if the near price action is downtrend. It could creep up along this arc over here to find more downward action. And generally what brings that down is bigger news events. For example, Biden taking office, or Trump standing up and saying he won't walk away from this, whatever the case would be. There's always a reason for the price action. the timing is super important because it works with these lines over here. So I'm not sure if any of these lines do coincide with the presidential updates for the US, which seems to be quite big news right now, but we'll see what happens next. So again, I'm going to go down to the MTOPS Criterion and give a market score of 0. So from a time perspective, it's been a very difficult one to work with. So I haven't really found much confidence in there. I want to give that a 0 as well. From oscillator perspective, it's going up a little. So I'm going to give it a 1 to the upside. It looks pretty flat. It's not giving us any obvious information. It's not doing something like that, for example. It's doing more of this action, and that's not something I like to base my trades from off of. Okay, so price projection. Once again, it hasn't really touched the price projection tools. Most of the stuff is paid content, guys. Feel free to climb into the free content. This is really powerful things, how the market cycles work, the law of alternation, and so on. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how we get to the time or price projection, but right now I can see that it's not working out. So I'm going to give that a 0. Support and resistance. That's looking pretty neat. As you can see, it's come down this little line over there. It came up, it found resistance there, down this line, up against this arc, up against this over here. So it could continue down. Maybe it's just buying some time, but I'm not entirely sure if we're going to see a higher high. See, there's a higher high over there, which will bring it into an uptrend again, or if it's going to come back down again to a lower low. Right now, I'm feeling that it's going to be a higher high, so I would go long, but I would keep a very tight stop and a low position size on it. That's just me. However, I don't get to say what my trading does because MTOPS will tell me exactly what it is. So I'm going to go for a 1 with that. And should we go and continue in the downtrend, because that's pretty much what the dominant trend is suggesting on the higher time frames, we would look at how much profit we would want to earn from this trade, and we would want to see price go to the next lower low. So that would look like this. Okay, so that on leverage would be 20, 40, 60, about 80%. Okay, so the MTOPS criterion is giving us a minus 80% score. That means we're not going to get into this trade, so we're not going to go long, and we're not going to go short either. So I'm going to stick back. I'm not going to put any trades out to the signals, and also I'm going to not put any trades out today at all. So if you want to take a day off from trading, today would be that day. Rather sit back. The MTOPS has suggested that it's not a good idea to get in. And yeah, man, enjoy the content. I hope you get in contact with me if any of it is relevant to you. And we'd like to chat about this in the future, especially this guy. So I don't mean to ramble. There's so much information I like to get out there. The guys who are utilizing trading to become financially independent, you need something that's going to be robust. And this is where the MTOPS criterion can certainly help. It's got a very powerful forecasting strategy and a very powerful probability theorem that gives you a score on whether to get in or not get in. That information is super, super powerful. If you can utilize that, there is nothing else that you need more. It's straight cut. So I put in so much time, effort, and energy to come across the sacred information, and I'm ready to now share it with for the participants who feel the resonance with it and feel that calling to get involved. So if that's you, please get in contact. I'd love to advance you. We've got a lot of things going on. Students are coming in. We're starting them off and moving them forward towards financial independence and also control over their lives, especially now during this crazy COVID time. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks again for your attention, and I look forward to providing some further massive results here on these TradingView video series chats. Goodbye from the MTOPS Criterion.